What's going on, eh? Welcome back to the channel. Here we got hilarious times people caught American tourists in the wild and shared their experiences. I guess this is going to be poking fun at the stereotype and trope of stupid Americans. I can actually share my anecdotal story from when I was in Mexico. We were taking a bus to a smaller village, an hour away or so. And there was this American family that was just chastising and insulting and incredibly rude to the Mexican bus driver. And they walked right out of like a South Park skit. I was so shocked that I witnessed some walking stereotypes. Like they had the southern accents. They were, what, you can't even speak English? Like, what is this? You don't speak English. Oh my God. Like, they were horrible, horrible people. And it was a whole family of them, and they were all rude. I think there was 4 of them. There was parents and a couple kids, and oh my gosh, you guys. Just embarrassing. But what can you do? All right. I'm Scottish, was asked if we had TVs in Scotland. Didn't have the heart to tell them that Scots actually invented the television. Sometimes it blows my mind. How could somebody be so... I think to myself, it can't be real, but I guess it is. In Kansas, a man said to me, if English was good enough for Jesus, he's good enough for me. I didn't bother trying to respond. Is this going to be tweets or comments? When I say I'm from South Africa and they're like, where's that? About 20 years ago, the big tsunami hit Indonesia and Thailand. One of my online American friends was very worried for me. Because of the tsunami, I had to explain to her that I live in Denmark. And if that tsunami had hit me, we'd all be in a lot of trouble. I guess that fits into that whole ignorance mold, right? There's also a difference between being, not knowing stuff and being aware of your ignorance and willing to learn. But the arrogance of some people who are ignorant is the big shocker. Missed. I got told off by an American for stating my friend was black. The correct term is African American. I'm Irish. My friend is Irish. My great-granny had a house near a nature trail in the UK. It was remote, so she would often leave the doors unlocked. Once she came out of her bedroom to find us, tourists, sitting in her living room. They proceeded to tell her the service was terrible, and they'd been waiting half an hour for a cup of tea and lunch to be served, and could they have some chairs put out so they can take it out on the lawn. She quickly threw them out of their house. Oh my god. Oh no, you kidding me? At a reconstructed Viking village in Sweden, I was asked if the government treats us right, as if it was a reservation for Vikings. Ah. Even me, like, I'll admit, like, I don't know what haggis is. And I don't know what it means by boiling it in a sheep's stomach, really. Oh, that moon, it's beautiful. Is that the same moon we have? I am confused every time I hear an American insist that my neighbor is African American when he's never been to either Africa or America. He's third generation Swede and British before they. Yeah, Americans have weird. They have weird things along with race and stuff like that. They're just crazy. That type of attitude reminds me of the ones I saw in Mexico. I asked an American what their nationality was in their passport, and they said white. I'll tell you a quick joke. I watched a video recently, and they're in a Zoom call, and there's a man on one end of the thing, and he asks a question. He says, "Oh, so what's your ethnic background?" And then she says, "Oh, I don't have an ethnic background. I have a white background." Because like the wall behind her is white, like the painted wall behind her is white, and she. Bilingual American here. I was speaking French to my son, and someone complained loudly how Spanish is taking over. No way. Turn off your accent. I can turn on my accent, I tell you that much right now. When I did a study abroad semester in America, someone once asked me if I had knives and forks in England to eat our food. I have a northern English accent, and the amount of people that asked me where in New Zealand I was from was quite impressive. I was shopping with my mom in the States. We were speaking Portuguese. The cashier asked if we were speaking Jewish. No way. Oh my goodness. An American tourist got out of his hire car to bang on my window for not turning right on a red light in London. I was in Prague with my Glaswegian boyfriend. An American tourist approached us asking for directions. Boyfriend gave said directions. She stared at him for a second, then proceeded to curse at him because no one in this shit heap can speak English. I then decided to translate for her. He does have a thick accent. She then told me that I needed to work on my accent. I am English. It isn't quite accurate. Is Glaswegian, is that like from Glasgow? I don't... Someone I know doesn't agree that Egypt is in Africa. I asked them where they think it is. They said, Saudi. This whole video is just a meme of the Captain Picard doing the facepalm. Oh my god, I'm from Wales and had an argument with an American in New Zealand that Wales wasn't a real place. I spoke some Welsh and she was like, you're just making that up. In Mont Saint Michel, a family of Americans in front of me asked the shopkeeper if he spoke American. He responded English. They walked away. Oh my goodness. Like this one, this can't be real. Was asked by an American which part of Japan New Zealand was. No way. No. Oh my gosh. can't be. It can't be. In Croatia, we heard Americans debating about whether there are bears in Europe. One said, no, they did not before we imported them there. Bruh. Bruh. American tourists in my restaurant in Canada couldn't believe we had, and I quote, people of color here because they thought we were albino. Not sure if it had something to do with the province of Alberta. Was too stunned to ask. We were in Ontario. Like, oh my god, it's unbelievable. There's still a lot of racist people, man. I'm Polish and was asked multiple times how was life during World War II, and was I forced to concentration camp? I'm 20. Like, how could somebody be that idiotic? They would have to be. Like, there's not that many people left because World War II is 39 to 45, so... I got into a 5-minute argument with an American because he refused to accept that I was Filipino since I was tall. I'm 5'8". Apparently, I was lying to him because Filipinos can't grow any taller than 5'3". Hi, Nicole. Hi, Nicole. Any Filipinos up there? Salamat po. Ako si Mace. I'm Norwegian, and in 2014, I worked at the Norwegian Pavilion in Epcot, Walt Disney World. Americans usually didn't believe that I could be Norwegian because I didn't have an accent. Apparently can't be perfectly bilingual. My friends with accents had apparently been paid to make the illusion more believable. Even when I spoke Norwegian in their face, I was pretending. We also apparently ride polar bears in the streets here. That's just... I can't. My sister's roommates in her student exchange program were shocked. She knew about AC/DC, Nike, and the Beatles. They were American. She's Israeli. Hi, Nicole. Where did they think Spain was? The high school that I attended didn't even have language courses. Alright, so it's unbelievable people are so stupid. I don't know. I don't understand it. It's crazy. And if you are that stupid, at least keep your mouth shut. To avoid looking more stupid. I don't know. Crazy, eh? All right. I got to head over to Timmy's, get myself a double-double. We'll see you next time.